So the Premier League is drawing to its conclusion, and you know what that means. It's awards time.
It's time for a big Pete.
Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've become one of those regular uploaders. I'm bang in the middle of the GCSE exam season. That biology paper was a fucking The fact I'm doing this video means it's BigPeteOfficial's 1 year anniversary. Let's go down the test scores. Now last year I made this video in response to John Terry's disgraceful Team of the Year. Check it out up here. And I've been waiting weeks for him to announce it this year, but it's not come. So you got you and me, you and I, you and him. So you and I will have to make do with just me. Knowing my luck, he'll probably announce it tomorrow. So to start, I'll run through my team of the season, followed by some other juicy awards. So standard team of the season rules is you have to play 4-4-2, right? This means none of that freaky three. This means none of that freaky three at the back we've seen this year. To start in goal, I've gone with someone a little bit different, a little bit to your usual suspects. Everyone's choosing people who play for clubs at the top, and while they've done well, I can't really say that they've been goalkeeper of the season standard. They've really had easy jobs like Courtois and Lloris because of the defences in front of them. So I've gone with someone who's an absolute fantasy football legend. It's the Burnley keeper, Tom Heaton. Now, you won't often see me award ex-Cardiff players, but this baby-faced 30-year-old has been absolutely solid between the sticks. Like last year, you won't see me picking fullbacks, like out-and-out fullbacks that you've seen week in, week out. I'm going to be choosing people who've actually been playing centre-back this season. At right-back, I've gone with Dave. Now, this is actually his natural position, believe it or not, despite the fact he's not played here since, like, Rafa Benitez's era in, like, 2012, 13? But he's been a juicy player this season, and he's in my team of the year. Team of the season, whatever it is, I don't care. Now, there are a lot of shouts for centre-backs. You hear Man United fans saying, you've got to pick Eric Bailey, or whatever the hell his name is. But I would say no defence has really stood out except for Chelsea and Tottenham. Because Chelsea have been the best defensively, I've got to choose their two main centre-backs at centre-back. Gary Cahill and David Luiz. I never thought I'd be saying those two names at the beginning of the season. Gary Cahill seemed like he was absolutely past it, and David Luiz seemed like he was never there. But they both shone this season! Gary Cahill surprisingly scoring the goals, and David Luiz being a bit of a rock at the back. You fuck off. Come on, will you? Alright, left back, I'm going with someone who plays there, I think actually on the other side, internationally, and he's actually played there in the Champions League final before. He's playing for Tottenham now, ex-Southampton man, ex-Atletico man, Toby Alderweireld. Ever since he's come to Tottenham, he's massively improved their defence. They used to be a team known for having defensive mishaps, but now they're a team known for being one of the best defences in the leagues, and that's down to him. He's quickly become one of the best centre-backs in the world, so I'm playing him left-back. Across the midfield four, we got some more Chelsea and Tottenham players, of course, but I have gone with one other player. I'll leave him to last to surprise you all. So I'll start on the left side with someone who's been in every team of the season for like the past 5 years, except for last season, actually. It's Eden Hazard. He is the danger man, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. He scored 15 goals, got 5 assists. He's been a massive part of Chelsea's attacking play this season. He's actually got less defensive responsibilities than he did before, but I think that's actually improved him. And for me, he's got to be in the team this season. For the central pairing midfield, we've got two completely contrasting players. One of them's been like a sort of buzzy bee all around the middle of the park. The other one's practically playing up front, but I've already got two strikers, so he's going centre mid. We've got N'Golo Kante and Dele Alli. I never thought I'd be saying 30 million was a bargain, but I tell you what, this geezer is. He won Leicester the league last season, he's won Chelsea the league this season, so yeah, he's alright. Ali, on the other hand, since coming from MK Dons, he's been one of the Premier League's best players. He only cost £5 million. Bit of a joke, innit? He's got a stupid name, but he ain't stupid at football. He's in my team! On the other side of the midfield, this is the shocker. This is the one that will shock you all. Oh my god, it's Gylfi Sigurdsson. He scores goals and gets assists for one of the worst teams in the league. What a man. What a man. He's been one of the Premier League's best players the last couple of years, at the same time while Swansea have been one of the worst teams. Swansea should have been relegated in the last couple of years, really. You know, this season it's taken us to the second last game to stay up, and last season it looked like we were settling for relegation until a bit of a turnaround, you know, about February, March, about the same time that we beat Arsenal away! How Tottenham got rid of him, I will never know. We only had to give him Ben Davies and Michel Vorm, and we got a bit of chinker on the side. Oh yeah, baby, come on, yeah. Up front, these are the men who keep clubs in business. They score the goals, they get the points, they're top dollars. First we'll go with someone who, despite being top scorer, isn't really talked about that much, or at least he hasn't been in the last few months. This has coincided with the lack of form Everton have had recently. He's playing for a side who, while being good, aren't that great, and yet he's banging in the goals, getting the points. He is their best player, and he has been for a while. He's got everything you need as a striker. He's got the pace, he's got the strength, he's got the skills of running in behind, he's got the skills of running with the ball, he's got the skills of holding up play. He can do it all. Not to mention the fact he bangs in goals for fun. And for me, if he's still at Everton next season, he's not loyal. He is stupid. Stupid! It's Romelu Lukaku. Honestly, have some respect. Ah! The other striker is probably, the best striker in the Premier League. It's Harold Kane. He's a big game player, he seems to score in all the big games against the big teams. And he's also a little game player, he seems to bang in like 5 goals against all the shite teams at home. This tells me he's a juicy little player. Says in my team! Right, that's team of the season done. We'll start the individual awards with a big one. There have been loads of brilliant goals, like these bad boys. Has to be Hendo. Now, unfortunately, Jordan cannot be with us here tonight, but he has left us a message.
Well, no surprise.
Well done, Jordan. You deserve it. Alright, so I've just recorded the video without pressing the record buttons. That's a bit genius. Alright, so I'll do the big two first so that I can get on with my juicy options afterwards. For player of the season, now I wasn't going to pick Kante because it's a bit boring, but there are literally no other options. So it's Kante. And for young player of the season, I would give it to Ali, but I'll give it to Pickford instead, which will be the only thing Sunderland win this season. For a while. Ever. Now, unfortunately, neither Kante nor Pickford could be with us this night. This night. Now, unfortunately, neither Kante nor Pickford could be with us this evening, but they have left us a message.
No, thank you.
Well done, N'Golo. You deserve it.
Like I say, it's another dream come true again. Yeah, obviously it's not nice for.
And well done, Jordan. You deserve it. Now, we have got 2 categories for games of the season. The game of the season, based on pure class, and the shock game of the season. We'll start with the class. For the first game, we have to travel back all the way to the opening day of the season for Arsenal versus Liverpool at the Emirates. Now, this game has it all. Penalties, goals, comebacks, turnarounds, and Klopp's erratic specs. Sticking with Liverpool, when they were good. For City versus Liverpool, it wasn't high scoring, but the edge and the quality make it a contender. We've also got Swansea versus Palace. It finished 5-4. This game was the epitome of turnarounds and last-minute drama, with the game swinging in both directions before Swansea scored 2 goals in added time to seal victory. And the winner is Arsenal versus Liverpool. Now, unfortunately, Arsenal versus Liverpool couldn't be with us this evening, but they've left us a message.
It's not the first time in our life we were the winner.
Certainly heavily. Oh.
Yeah.
Well done, clubs. You deserve it. For the shock game of the season, we've got 3 contenders. Go 3 contenders. We've got Palace 0, Sunderland 4. Do you remember that? We've got Bournemouth 4, Liverpool 3. And we've got Arsenal 1, Watford 2. All shocking games, surprisingly. However, for me, there can only be one winner. Sunderland are one of the worst teams that have ever existed in this Premier League. And for them to win a game 4-0, it takes something a little bit shocking, if you ask me. I know I just said that Sunderland would only win one thing forever, but, you know, there's a second. Now, unfortunately, Sunderland couldn't be with us this evening, but they've left us a message.
The angry mass is something to cheer about. You can see what it's...
Well done, you wankers. You deserve it. Now, the surprise team of the season is probably Chelsea, to be honest. As much as I'd like to say the likes of Bournemouth, or West Brom, or Burnley, and Everton have vastly improved as well, you have to look at Chelsea from last season, finishing 10th, being awful, in a relegation fight in the first half of the season. But Conte has come in this season and taken them from a team really just hoping they might scrape a Champions League place and made them out-and-out winners of this Premier League. No one's come even close to them. I mean, yeah, I was about to say the second half of the season. Ever since that game against Arsenal, everyone always talks about it. That run of drawing away at Swansea, losing at home to Liverpool and losing away at Arsenal. After that, they've just gone on a massive winning spree. Win every game, whether it be 1-0 or 5-0, it doesn't matter. They win games. Conte knows how to do it. He's got that Italian pragmatic style. And he's got fantastic world-class players to work with. Chelsea have been by far the best team. And for me, the biggest surprise. For the flop of the season, we've got an abundance of candidates. But 2 really stand out. Paul Pogba and Moussa Sissoko. With Paul Pogba, it's easy to look at his price tag and put him above Sissoko. And I think his price tag has a massive part to do with it. He is the most expensive football player of all time. And he's not even been Man United's best midfielder this season. So while he has been a flop, I think he's just been more of a part of the massive flop that is Man United this season. They came in, everyone expected them to either win the league or finish second to Pep Guardiola's City. They were touted to have massive success, and they just haven't. They've been massive flops. They've been nowhere near a top 4 place, as much as everyone was saying, oh, they've just fallen away from it. No. They've been nowhere near all season. The 5 teams above them have been much better than them all season, and that includes Arsenal. United have been a disgrace this season, and while it's easy to have Paul Pogba as a scapegoat, I do think it's a bit unfair. Although he is a massive flop. But for me, Sissoko has to win as the biggest flop this season. When you look at Tottenham Hotspur, they've been so brilliant in nearly every game. They've just worked so well as a team. But Sissoko has been utter crap. While Pogba has been crap in a crap team, Sissoko has been crap in one of the best teams in the world. And for that, he is the biggest flop this season. £35 million. For manager of the season, without a doubt, it has to be Paul Clement. Before he took over, a 3-0 loss away at Borough, contributing to half their goals this season, along with back-to-back home losses, 4-1 against West Ham and 3-0 against Bournemouth. Swansea were utter garbage, certain for the drop, 12 points at the halfway point. While it's easy to look back at Bob Bradley's tenure at Swansea and think about how much of a clown he was, it's easy to look past the misery in South Wales. But then Clement came in and back-to-back away wins at Palace and Liverpool followed, and he has guided Swansea to safety single-handedly. After taking over one of the most disjointed and heartless teams the Premier League has ever seen, he's turned the same geezers into absolute legends of the game of yards. When we look at the records from before Clement and after he's been appointed, we can see how much of an absolute ledge this geezer is. Now, unfortunately, Paul cannot be with us this evening, but he's left us a message.
Right result. I had a feeling that really nice to see.
Well done, Paul. You deserve it. Now, for controversy of the season, we have so many contenders. But I'll rattle it down to 4. First of all, we've got some bite from a seemingly low-key fixture between 2 mid-table teams in an early kickoff. When Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Tyrone Mings had a bit of a UFC grapple in the middle of a game. Roll VT, I suppose. We've got the absolute disgrace that is the sacking of Claudio Ranieri. I've made my feelings on this decision very clear in the Claudio Ranieri sacked video that I did a few months ago. It's a joke, it's controversial, it's on the list. Next up, we've got something from the other week, actually, which I thought was quite funny, between Man City and Leicester. This was something that looked like it was going to give Leicester the lead, and it looked like it actually had done when Mahrez got the penalty and scored it. For a certain Mr. Robert Madley disallowed the goal. People left in the ground were left pondering what the hell had happened. But the close-up zooms showed that Mahrez had actually taken 2 touches as he slipped when he was taking the penalty. It was the correct call, but we don't often see anything like this, so it's controversial and it's on the list. Finally, we've got something which has been going on all season long. It's not a controversial moment, it's a controversial series of events. It's Wenger. Is he out? Is he in? Arsenal Fan TV. What the hell is going on? Yeah! It's controversial because of the Arsenal fans, what they've been doing. They've been calling for him to go out, they've been holding up posters, there's been fights amongst them. What's happening with Wenger? Wenger's been a bit of a brat saying, I've made my decision, but I'm not going to tell you. Ha ha ha! Yeah, it's controversial. Arsene Wenger is arguably the best manager in their history, and Arsenal fans appear to not really appreciate that. But the other side of the spectrum is Arsenal fans are looking at a really stale, long period of time where nothing's happening with the football club and it's really boring to support them. They're spending tons of money, the most in the country, to go and watch an average team, pretty much. They're not happy with Wenger running the club and the people running it from America, Kroenke and Gazidis or whatever. I do think it's time for Wenger to leave because of the Arsenal fans themselves and the toxic atmosphere that's going on at the Emirates. But the Arsenal fans' view is very controversial, so it's on the list. It's really difficult to decide the winner of this, actually. Up to now, I was thinking I was going to choose the Wenger thing because it's been the story of the season, but I think I'm actually going to go with Ranieri because I just think it's an absolute joke. So the winner's Claudio, and unfortunately, he cannot be with us here tonight. He's off in Italy. But thankfully, he has left us a message.
Dilly dong, come on! Come on, man!
How big an achievement for you?
Oh,
We
it's
can see what it means to you.
fantastic, terrific.
Well done, Claudio. You deserve it. There are so many winners from this incredible Premier League season. Incredible's going a bit far there, mate. And it's such a shame that we have to say goodbye to the Premier League until next season. So I suppose all that's left to say is, see you in August. Well, there's another round of Premier League fixtures, and there's some more games this week. But, after that, I'll see you in August. So, yeah. Oh, well, actually, there's a transfer window and stuff. Probably me making videos and that as well. But, yeah, no. Goodbye! So thanks for watching this really long video, this epic classic! I've really enjoyed making it. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Remember to comment what I've done wrong. I know I've made every decision wrong. Tell me the correct winners for each category. I'll leave the categories in the description below. Make sure to read that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon! And if you have stayed around this long, well done. Congratulations. You deserve a trophy.